Hello beautiful people, you're welcome to today's video. My name is Odunayo, Odunayo, and for those who don't know, my name means a joyous celebration, as against what my people usually believe. When they hear my name, they think it means Odun, because Odun means year, Odun means celebration, it means festival, it means like festivity, whatever. And then Ayo means joy. So people, the year of joy. No, that's not my name. My name means a joyous celebration. I'm very playful. Welcome to Beautiful Life of Woman, and today we'll be discussing real life issues. We'll be talking about life issues that I really want to talk about today. And I would just want you, I know a lot of you know more than me. In all honesty, a lot of you that watch my video know more than me, and that is why I'm bringing this here. Just give me a few minutes, just very few minutes, and listen to what I want to say, and probably just drop your own wisdom or share your own mind with me and with every other person at the comment section, and let us address this issue. Very seriously, I'm going to be talking about defining success and just being straightforward. When do we say someone is successful? Have you ever given it a thought? You know, sometimes I think a lot. I'm an introvert. Yeah. So sometimes we dwell in ourselves and we do a lot of thinking. I just have, thoughts. And I keep asking myself, when exactly do you say a man is successful? When I mean man, I'm not gender specific, I mean human being. When do you really say that person is successful? We say, we find a very good definition for failure. In fact, we say you haven't failed until you give up. Well understood. Okay, so if I keep trying, if there is still breath in me and I keep pushing, I can't define myself as a failure. But when it comes to success, when do you really say, I am successful? I think success is kind of relative and is specific to every individual. I think generally humans, when someone attains a particular status, achieves a particular goal, or has some form of resources at their disposal, either human, financial, whatever resources, we start to say, oh, he's successful. He's a successful businessman. He's a successful whatever. She's a successful whatever. And then we begin to, use all those appellations and attachments and whatever to their names, or while describing their adjectives. But if we want to be sincere, when exactly? Because it now looks as if there are various yardsticks that we use to measure success. When exactly do you say a man is successful? Some persons, there's this ideology and the school of thought also that says that you don't actually exactly conclude that a man is successful until after the man's demise, and whatever success he has achieved is sustainable or lives on after him. Then you say he is successful. That means if we all want to go with that school of thought, that means even while you are maybe while you are, if possible, when you are taking your last breath, you cannot still conclude that you are successful. So you live life hoping that when I die, I will be successful. Sounds funny, but that is some person's ideology, and I think a lot of people have come to buy into that school of thought to say, oh, the number of people you have been able to mentor, you have been able to help, how well your legacy have lived after you, how well your children have been able to maintain your good name, how well blah, 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 whether for African or for European or for whatever race or for whatever ideology or school of thought you belong to. A lot of us portray that message. I'm not saying it is wrong, but I keep thinking, when is a man successful? I just want us to deliberate. If you think you have an idea of when it is that a man is successful, please let us know. I believe, and I might be wrong, I believe that when you want to define success, it is relative. It depends on what you believe. It depends on what you have defined as success, even yourself. Nobody, and I say it again, in my own belief, you can have a different thought. If I say let's rub minds together, if you have something different, I'm so eager. Drop it in the comment section. I want to read it. I want to know. I believe that no man can define if we are actually successful or not. No man. Because success and satisfaction with life is relative. It depends on what you believe. And I think that what is dangerous is for you to understand what success actually means to you at a point when you no longer have control over it. For instance, someone that is about to die, for whatever reason, either old age, sickness, but he knows that his time is up. Now coming to the realization that everything he or she has labored for, everything he or she has been working for, everything he or she has been pursuing and living daily to achieve is actually not what success is. And I think at that point, having that form of regret at that point invalidates the number of days that this man has spent on earth. Honestly. Invalidates any form of success he has gathered. And I think it is at that point that a man can decide if he has failed in life or is successful. I came to this conclusion when I started to, look at different various thoughts, giving it a lot of thoughts. And I also believe that if a man has struggled all his life and has lived his life regretting that he did not achieve certain things, he was not able to get to certain heights and all, and has actually, what's the word now, trivialized the things he had or the things he has achieved. And while he's about to go, and I mean go, leave this earth, either at old age or for whatever reason, like I said, now realizes that those things that he trivialized were actually the essential part of his life. And those things were the things that really, really matters. And as all those things he was chasing were nothing. I think the joy that will fill the heart of that man at that point will erase every form of regret or every form of fear or incompetence or feeling of a failure that the man has ever had. So I think that the true definition of success comes to man when man is about to close his eyes. I've seen people who have had near-death experience or experiences, and one thing that all of them they say is that their life flashed before them. Whatever picture you see at that time, if you are happy with it, then you are successful. If you are unhappy with it, then you have failed. Now, either you are happy with it or you are unhappy with it also depends on what you believed before that point. So if your ideology about life, about success, should change at that point where you are about to go, or at a point where you can no longer change things or make things to happen, if your ideology about success should change at that point, if it gives you satisfaction, you are successful. If that ideology does not give you satisfaction, then you are a failure. By your own definition, not by mine. By your own definition. I've seen a lot of people. I'm a Christian and I keep saying it. I'm a Christian without, and I say it without any form of remorse or cringing or whatever. I'm a Christian, I'm a child of God. I've seen people who have lived their lives, or heard people, not seen, heard people who have lived their lives gallivanting, happy, amassing wealth, getting whatever they want, and they feel they are successful and they're happy, but they never accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. When those people are about to leave, what they say mostly is that they regret. And I think that regret invalidates whatever success they have had. I'm just using that as an example. The regret can come from any angle. There are men or people that regret at their deathbed that they did not take care of their children, they never trained them, and they looked at everything they have labored for, and they know that there will be problem when they leave, because the essential thing they were supposed to do to put their house in order, when they had the energy, when God gave them the privilege to do that, they never did. They regret. So I think at that point, if you ask that man if he is successful, he would never think twice to tell you no, it's not. It did not, or is not a success, or is not a success story. So what I'm saying, I've come to the conclusion that you can only define success when your race ends. What do you think? I might be wrong, but I'm just telling you things that I've thought about for over a long time. Because some people would say that until you cannot say you have failed until you have gotten to the end of your race. And I think it's the same thing with success. You cannot say you are successful because there are some persons that even what they define or what they think is success. For instance, let me use what most of us know, which is actually very is not really sensible as far as I'm concerned, is money. You have a lot of money, you have power, and you define that as success. You have money, you have power, you define it as success. But I've seen people lose everything like that within a very short period. Everything. So what had happened to them? They have moved from success to failure. I doubt if that's how it's defined. So that's why I think that success is your ideology. What you feel you have at that point, when you know you can no longer change anything. Some persons come to that realization even while they are on earth. Probably they are bedridden, they can't move around, or they can only do very little. And they live the rest of their lives in regret. Absolute regrets. I'm not defining it for anybody. Either you come from the angle of faith, of whatever. But what do you think? I don't want this video to be too long. I think it's just short and brief. What do you think? I said you should give me a few moments. What do you really think success is, if you are to define it? You could accomplish a lot of things but not be successful in life. A lot of us, and I think probably that this is giving it a perspective. A lot of us spend our time, our life on accomplishments, and then when the race is about to end, you then decide to know there is no success in this. This is not a successful life. These are accomplishments that are not going anywhere with me. I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, and I'm not preaching faith. I just used salvation as an example because I feel a lot of people can relate. I pray to not be too late for us to really come to the realization of what success means to us. I think that's a very big prayer. That now that you have the strength, you have the mind, you have the will, you can still make things happen. You come to the realization, to the understanding of what success indeed means to you. Because we have different assignments and purposes in life, success should be relative. It should be individualistic, I think. And I pray that what it is for you to do, or things that you should do that will make you have a successful life, I pray sincerely for you that you will not know it when it is too late. I pray it for myself also. Because imagine that if you have, I say, this is how to be successful, this is what success means, and you put all your energy, you put all your days, your life, your resources, your sweat, you make people work for you, you make people follow it, and everything, and then you have it, you are happy, blah, 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 blah. And then the end comes. You discover that vanity upon vanity. And then you see something else that you should have done that matters most, that you never touched. You were busy chasing shadows. I pray that will not be our portion. So that has always been my reflection. So please, for that's Yoruba, which means for those of you that knows what a snail looks like, even while the snail is still in its shell. For you people that you are so wise, you are knowledgeable, you have information, and you even know what a snail looks like. While the snail is still in its shell, you are that knowledgeable and wise. Talk to us. Share your mind. What is the true definition of success? Or what is the true definition of a successful life? Thank you for watching today's video. And please, if today is your first time of seeing my face, this lovely face, my name is Odunayo. I'm a public health specialist, and this is the channel that I anchor. And on this channel, we talk about our health, we talk about life issues, we do a little bit of travel vlogs, because for every new place that I visit, I take you along. So you can go back to my previous video, watch our travel vlogs, watch our health videos, you will have a lot of things to learn on this channel. So please come on board. And how do you come on board? Click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, click all on the notification bell. When you click the bell, there's one that says all or personal. Don't choose personalized, click all, and you'll be notified of every video that I post, so that you don't get to miss anything. And for those of you that you are OGs, you are always here, you are my friend, you are my fans, you love my face, you love me, but you are here to subscribe, your love is still one-sided. It is not complete. Subscribe, be a part of this channel. But ultimately, for all of us that has watched this video, please be fair enough, be kind enough to click on the like button, that is the thumbs up, and share this video with friends. Share this video. Let's provoke thoughts in our own minds. Let's share our minds. See you some other time. I love you. I don't wish to go. Honestly, I feel like talking, but I have to cut. If I have a part 2 to this, then I'll let you know. I love you sincerely from my heart. I love you. I'll see you some other times, and then bye-bye. Calling it out from here. See you. Bye.